it's Yamina. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I'm going to be talking about the Barbie movie, and me and my girls, we saw the Barbie movie today. So I invited my friends 2 weeks ago, but they weren't able to go, so I went by myself because I hate to get ready to see a movie, get excited about seeing a movie, and then not going as soon as possible. So I did go by myself and I did dress up. This is the first time that I ever dressed up for a movie because of the theme of it. So it was fun to dress up all in pink. This is not the outfit I wore today. I actually wore a different hairstyle. I had on makeup and I had on a completely different outfit. This is the outfit I'm wearing before bed because I actually came home, went grocery shopping, did my workout, and then took a shower and changed it to something I could put on a video, and then I'm going to change it to my bed clothes later. So this is an entirely different outfit. I wore hot pink today. So I want to talk about the Barbie movie. I took my Barbies. These Barbies are brand new to my collection. I am a collector who hadn't collected Barbies since my 20s. So I just recently started buying Barbies again. So I have 9 new Barbies that I've gotten in the last few months, and they're all cute, but I won't be naming them the way I named my first Barbies that I got since I was 7. So I won't be naming any of these Barbies particularly. I haven't been inspired to. But anyway, those Barbies went and saw the movie with me and we had fun. I will say first that the way I feel about the movie, I'm going to see it again, but I did not like the movie in the way that I was expecting to like it. So I was expecting to be transported into a Barbie world, see that they were going to be part of the human world at some point, but I wasn't expecting the way it was written to be, how it was presented to us at all, and I was just like, whoa, okay. So let me see. So I did avoid when I am subscribed to the Barbie the movie Instagram account, and then I subscribe to their YouTube account, but every time the YouTube would release a clip, I wouldn't watch it because I was just like, I'm going to see the movie. But every time Instagram would post something, I would definitely look at what they posted and like the post. But with the Barbie movie YouTube account, I was kind of ignoring it, even though I subscribed to it because I just wanted to. And I've also been loving the Barbie mania that's been going on social media through Instagram and YouTube. Just a lot of people posting Barbie stuff. In real life, the only people that I know who are talking about the Barbie movie are my coworkers because I brought it up to them, and then definitely 3 of them now want to see it. I think 4 of them are going to see it for sure. But yeah, so I'm probably one of the first that's getting to see it where I work. Anyway, so I'm not going to spoil the complete end of the movie, and I'm going to put in a few spoiler warnings that I might spoil a little bit of the plot line, but I'm going to try not to, because basically I'm just giving my feelings about the movie because I was not expecting it. So I've seen a lot of movies right when they release and really enjoyed them and didn't have any kind of lingering confusion about how I felt about the movie. So I saw Wonder, I think I saw it once. I saw Loving Vincent twice in a movie theater. I saw Up twice in a movie theater. I saw Happy Feet once or twice in a movie theater. I saw Loving once, but I would have saw it twice if I had had time. I saw Dolphin Tale 2 in the movie theater. I think I saw that one twice. I saw Leap. I saw Sing. And quite a few other movies. Not a whole bunch, but the ones that I was interested in seeing. And I saw my favorite ones twice. I'm going to watch Barbie a second time because I am confused about how I feel about it. I was not expecting I wasn't expecting, I like the way Barbie reacted to experiencing the human world, but I didn't like the way Ken reacted to experience the human world. So that's the first thing I'm going to say. Second thing I'm gonna say is I did not enjoy all the screen time that the Kens had. This is my first time seeing a movie with Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie in it, like my very first time. And knew that I knew that Ryan wasn't a natural blonde, but I looked it up just to make sure. It looks like he has naturally brown hair, so it would have been better if they made him a Ken with brown hair because he looked just really fake as blonde. Because I was just like, yeah. And I think I didn't enjoy the Ken concept in the movie because it reflected too much of like what women experience in the real world. So that wasn't fun. I did not enjoy that, and it was part of the plot because they had to make a plot that included the Kens, I guess. So I didn't really like that because it was too reflective of like what women deal with in the real world, and that was not enjoyable. I did not enjoy that there was a musical thing because I was actually trying not to say this in the theater out loud because I was like melting and kind of cringing and getting a little bit annoyed, but they were kind of turning. I love musicals. That's the first thing I was gonna say, and the second thing I was gonna say is they were kind of like starting to feel like it was turned into a musical, even though it wasn't advertised as a musical. I think maybe most people who have seen the Barbie movie advertised have seen the dance scene with the Dua Lipa song in it. So we've seen that part, so we knew that was happening, but I was not expecting much more than that, and there wasn't a whole lot more than that. But the part where the Kens were doing their thing, I was just cringing and melting and annoyed, and I even said under my breath, like, what is going on? Like, why is this happening? I felt like there was too much Ken in the movie. The Ken, I think his name is Simu Liu, is the handsomest Ken. He was the handsomest Ken, and then there were other handsome Kens. Ryan Gosling was like the least handsome Ken. They should have given him brown hair instead of blonde hair. I don't remember, like, personally, I did not collect any Kens, like, they didn't interest me. But what is super funny is there was a weird Barbie in the movie, the Barbie that was played with too hard, and I definitely had a Barbie like that. She was she was married off to different Barbies at times by me. She definitely had her hair cut. She wore more boyish clothes. She, yeah, she did a lot of stuff. And then I even gave her a burial at one point, and I like never used it again. I don't remember if I threw her away, but I did bury her one time, not in the ground, but I gave her like a funeral service, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I basically discontinued using her, and I don't know if she got lost when my Barbies got stolen years ago from the storage unit, but that Barbie was I definitely had a weird Barbie. So I had heard about that because Kelly Clarkson had an interview with Issa Rae, Margot Robbie, the woman who played the weird Barbie, and then with America Ferrera. So Kelly Clarkson did an interview with all four of them, and it was just fun to hear their takes on the Barbies and the characters that each of them played. So anyway, back to the movie. I loved the interaction of the humans, between the humans and the Barbies. Like, that was fun. There were parts that I laughed that nobody else laughed, and then parts that everybody else laughed that I didn't laugh. Like the inappropriate jokes, I didn't laugh at those because I just don't find them funny. And then like some parts that I laughed at were just like really trivial and really silly. And the theater was absolutely full, so I went on Saturday instead of Friday and instead of on Thursday, and I picked my seats about a week and a half before today, and I saw that the theater was empty, and I was like, oh good, hopefully it stays empty the day I go. We had a completely full house. There's probably a few empty seats, but I was sitting the second to last row in the theater, and most of the seats were pretty full. I actually got up a couple of times to throw away my not my hamburger. I got up a couple of times to throw away the tray that had my hamburger and my chocolate mousse in it. So I did see like the crowd was very packed. We had a very full theater. So a lot of people had wanted to see it. I wasn't the only one. So back to the point. So yeah, I thought the plot was fun. I liked the Barbies interacting with the human world and understanding why they interacted with them. There was parts in the movie that I just thought was super cute, that they were informative little pieces that they threw into the movie. I liked the basic layout of how it was screenwritten, the parts that were put in and how they were added in. But I was just really not liking the focus on the Ken part because of the because of how the Kens were feeling and how they were basically imitating men in the real world, and that's not a cute look if it's a man who does not respect women. So basically, that's just how I feel about that. So yeah, I was getting kind of exasperated with some of the Ken parts, especially the big Ken part, and you'll see it if you see the movie. Basically talking to everyone as if they're going to see the movie. So hopefully I'm not spoiling it too much. I am going to see the movie a second time because I want to get an understanding of how I feel about it. Hopefully I won't cringe as much with the Ken part as I did this time. I really did like the interaction between the Barbies and the real world people. But I won't tell you how that happens. It's just so many concepts of the movie were like super cutely done, and of course I loved all the pink, and yeah. But there were definitely parts that I was just like, oh, okay. So yeah, poor Ken, he just played a dumb character. Like Ryan Gosling Ken played a dumb character. Like he played a character that was dumb or dense. Hopefully that doesn't sound mean. But I think because he was the main Ken, he was the one that we saw the most, the one we got the most of his feelings from, and then he was just not a great character or something. I don't know. I'm try not to be rude, but I was like not feeling him being a Ken. He was a fake blonde. He should have had his brown hair. I might have taken him a little bit more seriously maybe. But yeah, so I liked and did not like the movie. I will see it a second time just to get a better feel for it. And I would not recommend it to children because I think a lot of the concept of the movie will go over their heads, and there are like parts of the movie that have children, like real life children in them. But it's really not a movie geared towards children because basically the concepts will go over their heads. So even though Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling in interviews have said that the Barbie movie is for everyone, I feel like it's more for adults and teenagers who will understand it a little bit better and not for children. And my coworker wants to take her 9-year-old daughter to see it after she previews it first, and I'm like, I hope she decides not to take her because it's not as fun as I thought it was going to be. There were fun parts, there were funny parts, humorous parts, interesting parts, but I would not take a child to see that. And thankfully the children that I would have taken to see that are not in town, so I didn't even take them, and I didn't even think about taking them because they're not in town. They're living somewhere else. So yeah, I'm glad that they weren't here because I would have taken them like really fast, and then I would have been like, oh, ooh, okay, I wish I hadn't taken them. So yeah, it's not, to me, not really for children, but I will see it again. That's my take on it. I'm glad my Barbies got to go. And I think that's mainly what I wanted to say. Hopefully I didn't spoil it too much. I think it's worth watching at least once. the audience that was where I was in the theater, there was men and women, and I feel like there was an equal crowd of men and women. A lot of people wore pink. Well, maybe at least a third of the people wore pink, because I kept seeing a spattering of pink people when I was in the lobby and the food area. So there was a spattering of people that had pink on, and then when I was exiting, like, I took about 10 minutes to leave the theater once I was done with the movie, and there were more people coming in wearing pink outfits or pink garments on them. So yeah, so we all knew what we were going to go see. One person who was wearing pink actually saw Oppenheimer first, and then she said she was going to see the Barbie movie later, so she had gotten her hair dyed for that. But everyone else was either wearing pink or not wearing pink for the Barbie movie, and I'm glad I went. I will go again. I don't know if I'm going to dress up again, because I'm probably going to see it on another Saturday and not on a work night, but it is worth watching. It's just not, it wasn't the world that I was expecting. I thought it was going to be more fantasy and more like fun Barbie times, and it wasn't more fun Barbie times. It was pretty serious and definitely different than I was expecting. So that's my take on a Barbie movie. I'm glad I saw it. Go watch it if you're interested in it, and don't watch it if you're not. And take your Barbies or take your best friends. And me and my Barbies, that is the end of this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully I didn't spoil it too much for you, and I will talk to y'all later. Okay, bye.